So LEGO City on the Switch felt like more of a port than a remaster. This doesn't leave high expectations for a Switch version of another previously released Wii U game, until you realize that this really is a definitive version of said Wii U game. It's more than Mario Kart 8 on the go with slight visual upgrades. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Nintendo Switch. On the topic of graphics, they have actually seen some improvement. That wasn't just sarcasm earlier. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now shows off full 1080p at 60 frames per second, as opposed to the Wii U version which displayed a native 720p. So those bright, polished graphics that were praised in 2014 look even better in this enhanced version, with all the audio design and quality staying the same. Even the load times that felt a bit slow on the Wii U are faster on this enhanced Switch version, another plus of this game coming to new hardware. But new hardware only scratches the surface of what's new here. Now, this is still a mascot kart racing game with anti-gravity thrown into the mix, and its core gameplay is still as good as before. But this time, all 48 well-designed tracks are unlocked right away, so you don't have to spend time unlocking tracks, or characters for that matter, and this deluxe version actually added more characters. We see the return of Dry Bones, Bowser Jr., and King Boo, along with all new characters Inkling Boy and Inkling Girl from the young and popular Splatoon series. It's nice to see that Nintendo addressed one complaint I had and made the roster even bigger with better characters. Addressing another complaint I had with the original, Nintendo made some changes to items. More important than returning items Boo and the battle mode exclusive Feather is the ability to hold two items at once like in Double Dash. Not only does this make the coin item less annoying because you can get a second item that's actually useful, but this makes the game much more frantic and thus more fun in that Mario Kart party game sense. Yes, one additional item slot does make that much of a difference here, whether you're new to the series or a veteran. But for people who are new, Nintendo included two more options you can turn on or off. The first being smart steering so that you never drive off the track or into a wall. The second being auto accelerate, which does exactly what you think it does. Now, these options are useful for new players and players who often struggle. Personally, I feel that smart steering is more useful than auto accelerate, especially when playing at 150 or 200cc and you're trying not to lose control. But with both options on, it feels like an excuse to be the laziest Mario Kart player ever. I mean really, having both of these together you could let the game play itself. Or if you still want to steer somewhat and use items, play with one hand. So these are things I don't see many core players bothering to use, unless again you're that kind of lazy.
Loving the new Mario Kart. Hashtag lazy gamer. Hashtag smart gamer. Yeah.
Don't disturb my friend, he's dead tired.
What? Yeah! Yeah, check out my mad skills!
Really?
What?
Online multiplayer also returns in this game with some small changes of its own, mostly in aesthetics, but the one I thought was cool was the ability to change karts and characters in between matches without having to leave the lobby you're in. It's kind of mind-boggling that Nintendo didn't do this before, as it makes perfect sense to have this option. Otherwise, playing online racing in battle mode runs just as smooth and is just as fun. Okay, so we've seen nice improvements in this game so far, evidence that Nintendo actually did pay attention to the criticisms that the original Mario Kart 8 got. But one question I have is this. Please tell me you guys fixed the battle mode! The original was so lazily done!
Good news, my friend.
Good news, everyone!
Are those actual arenas?
Hell yeah, they are.
Woohoo!
Yes!
Woohoo! There was no way Nintendo could ignore this. I know for a fact that there were way more reviewers than just me mentioning battle mode as the biggest disappointment of Mario Kart 8. Now, Nintendo has taken the fun options of the Wii U original, but set battle mode on 5 new arenas and 3 classic arenas, including one of my favorites, Luigi's Mansion, which just looks great in HD. This alone brings back the fun battle mode that we expect. But Nintendo didn't stop there. They really wanted to apologize to us for that failed battle mode we got in 2014. How? They brought back 3 additional modes from past games, Coin Runners, Shine Thief, and the chaotic Bomb-On Blast, complete with colorful explosions. And there's a 5th mode that's completely new. It's called Renegade Roundup. Think of it as a Mario Kart version of Cops and Robbers. One team has piranha plants used to capture the other team of renegades. The renegades have to evade the captors and bust out any teammates thrown in prison. This is a very thrilling mode that's well worthy of being part of the Battle Mode collection. I do want to address 2 things about Battle Mode though. One of which being that Battle Mode and Bomb-On Blast now work with this point system. Instead of going until people run out of balloons or one player reaches a set number of points, it's all about who has the most points at the end. And given that this game is for up to 12 players online, locally up to 4 humans and the rest being bots, this works better than people just disappearing and having to wait until a match ends. Which goes into my second point. When you lose all balloons in either of these two modes, you respawn with a new set of balloons, but your points are cut in half. So you keep going in the hopes of recovering points and making your opponents lose points. Now again, this works for how many players are involved in modern Mario Kart, but some fans of old battle modes may miss the idea of fighting to the last one standing, and I must admit that turning into a bomb after losing all your balloons did have its charm in the 90s. So maybe Nintendo could have included that setting as an option exclusive to local battle modes. Just a thought though. I mean, overall, I'd really have to say that Mario Kart 8 went from having the worst battle mode to having the best battle mode. It's clear that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is better than its Wii U version in many ways. If you do have the Wii U version, it's time to make a trade.
I'm sorry, but you're being replaced. Much better.
Well everyone, that was my review of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you like this review, check out my previous reviews of the Wii U version of Mario Kart 8, as well as these classic games, Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube, and Mario Kart 64. Be sure to subscribe for new reviews and other videos every month. See you all next time!
Oh yeah, next up, Ouija.